All right, says go live. What's plan B? Comfortably numb? Hey, greetings everybody. Welcome to this StreamYard boogie where I'm going to violate the community standards of big tech. Consider big tech. Maybe they're like the Concord Bridge and King George is sending some thugs to take my freedom. Well, we'll just go ahead and have a Ted Nugent spirit campfire. And we'll meet him at the Concord Bridge, and we'll just have the time of our Anyhow, greetings. Welcome to the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. You know, my every breath is like a spirit campfire, and you enjoy it as much as I do, don't you? So I just thought I would hit the sacred Arsenal of Democracy barn in the swamps of Michigan. I've already got Sadie, Happy, and Coco all worn out. What a great Father's Day. Happy Father's Day every day. How about... When I was a little boy, I had my favorite toys, had my favorite puppy dogs, like other girls and boys. But I had a bow and arrow, and I'd head down to my woods. I found the straight and narrow. Mama was proud I was doing good. And I grew up into the world, and I watched the people change, watched the cities kill their souls. I started feeling strange, so I would grab my bow and arrow, head down to the woods along the Rouge River. I found that spirit of the wild, and I was sure I was doing good. So I went to Minnesota last night with my son Toby, my daughter-in-law Erin, and my grandson Felix. And there I met my niece Melanie, my wonderful, wonderful brother John, who passed a couple years ago, his daughter Melanie Melanewski, and her two wonderful children. And I did the 100th anniversary of Federal Ammunition. Now, I didn't just get invited because I'm the only ballistically coefficient guitar, rock, and rhythm and blueser out there, but I think I may have single-handedly kept Federal Ammunition alive for at least a few years. So I just met some wonderful people. The incredible Jason Hartless, Detroit drum god, we unleashed such wonderful songs, such grinding grooves and rhythms and middle finger on fire defiant soundtracks. It was just so wonderful. And Greg Smith, my beloved funk brother bass player, was not able to join us in Minnesota yesterday for the Federal Ammunition 100-year anniversary. What a great time to have a rhythm and blues rock and roll firestorm for Federal Ammunition. You know, a lot of times they give you wine, and I suppose I heard about they give you bonuses with cocaine and dope when you're on the rock and roll tour. But not me. My bonus comes in the form of ammunition. If you want to make Uncle Ted happy, bring me extra ammo. So Jason and Brian at Federal Ammo and Remington Ammo, thank you for the bonus. The wonderful gift of love that is ultimately delivered in ammunition, 10 millimeter, 9 millimeter, and some 223 game loads. Thank you all very much. But anyhow, Jason Hartless on the drums just grinded people into a blithering puddle of snot and hair foaming at the eyeballs. It was just so intense. But Greg Smith was not able to join us because he's on tour with the Turtles. Happy Together! What great songs! So Greg Smith is locked in because I typically don't tour until the July tour starts. So he was already committed, and I respect a man who's loyal. So I got Johnny Shane, bass god of thunder from Waco, Texas. And Jason and Johnny, I'm telling you, it's every guitar player's dream. And then when we deliver the heart and soul beast of American rhythm and blues rock and roll, and the people at the Federal Ammunition Plant so embraced it and so enjoyed it and so celebrated it. Thank you, everybody in Minnesota. Thank you for all your warm hospitality and your piss and vinegar and your spirit and your attitude and your energy. Am I not the luckiest American dreamer in the history of Defiance? I'm just so lucky. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, my fellow man who's rock solid in the positive energy column. The hospitality, the positive energy, the goodwill, the decency, the celebration of the killer Animal Breeding soundtrack was just beyond a musician's dream. But I dream big, so I understand the celebration perfectly. But anyhow, Jason Hartless and Johnny Shane, Johnny Big on the Fender P-Bass. What a riot. Just what songs we do. We did a flame-throwing national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Gibson Birdland number 6. It's a different Birdland. I don't typically use that, but I plugged it into the custom amps, fed it into 2 Fender twin reverbs through 2 dual Showman bottoms, and it was just out of body, rich and fat and greasy and just dripping with blood and guts and barbecue sauce. It was just the fattest, most wonderful, excitable guitar tone in the world. So we unleashed the Star-Spangled Banner. And then we went into the beautiful, beautiful opening volley of Gonzo. How about those licks? I mean, if you're going to play the Star-Spangled Banner, you know what I mean? Anyhow, I did a fire-breathing version of the Stars. I get carried away, don't you? Do you enjoy the unleashed tangents as much as I do? If you're not having spontaneous, instinctive tangents, you're missing out on one of the great joys in life. Everybody's wishing me Happy Father's Day. Oh, here's Nick Hoffman. Yes. So anyhow, let me tell you about Nick Hoffman. Nick Hoffman has a wonderful show on the Outdoor Channel, or maybe it's Sportsman's Channel, doesn't matter, but it's called Nick Hoffman's Wild Ride, and this guy plays the fiddle. Now, I'm not a big fan of violins. I love concertos, and I love symphonic violin thrust and the emotion and the dynamo of violins. But I hate the violins in country song. It sounds so whiny. But when I played the volunteer jams with Charlie Daniels, I learned to love a fire-breathing fiddle player. Charlie Daniels, monster. And I've seen some others. I can't think of all their names. But Nick Hoffman plays a flame-throwing fiddle. And we did a Johnny B. Good. And he unleashed fiddle crank that was just unbelievable. It sounded like if Jimi Hendrix played a fiddle or if Chuck Berry played a fiddle. That's what Nick Hoffman did. So Nick Hoffman, salute to you. And we did Gonzo. And then after Gonzo, I'm trying to remember the set list. Stormtroopin', another American critical thinking, defiant love song, Stormtrooper. Stormtroopin'. It's not Stormtrooper and it's not Stormtrooping. It's Stormtroopin'. Because the jackboots coming up the street, stepping high, got to make a stand. They're looking in your window, listening to your phone, keep a gun in your hand. 1976, rather profound and prophetic, wouldn't you say, for an old greasy Detroit guitar slammer? Anyhow, so then we did, what did we do next? Free For All. Did we do Free For All next? I don't know, Queen of the Forest. We did Queen of the Forest. What a great song live. What a firestorm we had. And then Free For All. And then Good Friends and a Bottle of Wine. And we put Homebound, and Free Flight and Sunrise and the new instrumental off the new Detroit Muscle album. We inserted the instrumental. Did we do Earth Tones? No, we didn't put Earth Tones in there, but we did the Sunrise instrumental. And then we inserted from Detroit Muscle the new instrumental Winter, Spring, Summer, Fall. And it was just beautiful. How about that? You know that lick? It goes Winter, Spring. Well, first of all, we did Home Bottom. Then we did Free Flight. And then we did Sunrise. Then we went into Winter, Spring, Summer, Fall. Was awesome. It was like a family spirit campfire. Oh, and then we did Come and Take It. And we morphed it into Let's Go Brandon. And then you can get it on YouTube. I think I should I'll put it on Truth Social. I'm sure I would violate the community standards on Facebook. I can't believe I'm even on Facebook right now because I violate the community standards. You know how I violate the community standards of big tech? I'm honest. I identify truth, self-evident truth, irrefutable logic, and common sense, and that violates their community standards. What a ride. So thank you. How do you pronounce it? Anoka, Minnesota. And thank you to all my children and grandchildren who wish me a happy Father's Day. So have a happy Father's Day every day. But thank you, Nick Hoffman, he rocked, and Lee Greenwood. He sang that magnificent American anthem. Lee Greenwood, a great guy. We got to hang out with Lee Greenwood and a band. I can't remember the name of the local band. A great local band. I so apologize. Crazy Days or Hazy Days? It was a great local band. That's all I know. And all the law enforcement and military, what great people. And people from Remington Ammo and Bushnell and the South Dakota pheasant hunting, and Chad Belding and his girlfriend Anna. It was great spending time with my fellow hunters and my fellow Federal and Remington Ammo celebrants. So a great, great day on Saturday, the 18th of June, Clusterfuck 22. And we rocked our flame-throwing balls off last night. What a wonderful night. Thank you, everybody at Federal Ammunition, and Jason and Brian, and everyone who made us feel right at home. And my son, Toby, he did the Bob Quant Tour Management Boogie. My son Toby, he's a commando. He is a logistician. If Toby was in charge of the military, we would win all wars, and we would only fight moral laws, not to be confused with the Department of Defense and Mark Milley, the traitor Joint Chiefs of Staff that calls the communist Chinese commander and warns him what we're going to do. He did it on TV. His name is Mark Milley. He's the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and he committed treason on television. And there's a Department of Defense? I don't think so. There's a Department of Justice? No. There's a Center for Disease Control? No. There's a Federal Drug Administration? Corrupt? I could go on. But anyhow, we had a great day. And thank you for supporting the Ted Nugent Real America Voice Spirit Campfire. It's on fire because truth, logic, and common sense is so good for you. And it's widespread and celebrated all across this great nation. And we have people from all over the world, Australia, New Zealand, and China, not China. I don't think China. I think I'm banned in China, kind of like what Joe Biden's trying to do because he's like in cahoots with China. What a prick. This guy who thinks he's the president, what a prick. What a stumbling, fumbling, child molesting, pedophile prick our president is. Well, that's slander. No, the evidence is true. I'm citing the results of the evidence. Holy shit. But anyhow, thank you for celebrating Father's Day. And I'm just going to do a quickie Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. And I do remind you, it's brought to you by tednugent.com. Whenever I get on here, it's tednugent.com where you can get the Rosa Parks official war cry. I didn't come up with this. I'm just following the lead of Rosa Parks. You can get this at tednugent.com. I sign them all. That's why my right hand is nothing but a blur. Well exercised on guitar riffs and signatures. Nothing else. Oh, and jackhammers. I'm running a trap line, catching coons and possums and skunks and killing varmints here in the sacred swamps of Michigan. Greetings to all of you. Thank you for your support of Truth, Logic, and Common Sense. Also, I'm going to keep saying it. Go to mypillow.com. Go to mypillow.com and type in the code SPIRIT. Because everybody is attacking Mike Lindell because he's standing up for America. He spends gazillions of dollars doing research proving that the Dominion voting machines were hijacked. Well, there's no evidence except for all the evidence. Dinesh D'Souza's 2,000 mules, it's evidence. The 2020 election, fraud. The Democrat Party are traitors. They're in cahoots with the Chinese and the communists. They're power-slathering monsters. So go to mypillow.com and type in the code SPIRIT and go to tednugent.com and just buy a bunch of shit. So my name is Ted Nugent. This is the Spirit Campfire. On Friday night, every Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, I will have the Real America Voice. Why? Because I'm the Real America Voice. And I create a spirit campfire where shit kickers roast the marshmallows of life, liberty, and pursuit of gonzo happiness, both literally and figuratively. I hope you're having a great Father's Day with the ones you love. Maximize that quality time. Create a sanctuary in the inner circle of your family and friends. And support each other. And if you have people that have lost their mind and literally lost their soul and think that Joe Biden is a good guy, let them know how horribly wrong they are. Because you can't have a country without secure borders. Donald Trump secured the borders. Joe Biden opened them up to the invasion of fentanyl killing Americans. How can you support that? What kind of horrible human being would support this guy? Well, Trump was a prick. Trump secured the borders. Trump reduced the infestation of deadly fentanyl. Trump created the lowest unemployment in history. Trump renegotiated global contracts so the rest of the world paid their fair share so they don't keep blood-sucking our tax dollars. Donald Trump stopped the rest of the world from sucking our tax dollars. The rest of the world doesn't get our tax dollars. We got to spend our tax dollars on quality of life in America. Not Benghazi, not Ukraine, not for the Taliban arming them with state-of-the-art weaponry. If you have friends that are against Donald Trump, they're supporting the Taliban with billions of dollars worth of taxpayer-paid state-of-the-art military weaponry. Tell your friends, can they be your friends? Can a friend be that horrible? Well, I have a different opinion. No, you're wrong. It's not an opinion that Joe Biden's the president. You're just wrong. And if you think Donald Trump was bad, and that's not an opinion, you're wrong. So the lowest unemployment is bad? No, it's good. You're wrong. So securing the border and having a nation with secure borders is bad? No, it's good. You're wrong. So getting out of the Paris Accords so that our hard-earned tax dollars don't have to pay for Bangladesh shitting on the sidewalk and pissing in their water supply, we should pay for that? If you're for Joe Biden, that's not a different opinion. You're wrong. Well, if you're for gun control, then you're wrong because they're not enforcing thousands of gun laws. The liberal cities and the liberal court systems, the liberal district attorneys, they're not enforcing thousands of current gun laws. What makes you think a new one is going to make a difference? That's not a different opinion. You're wrong. Holy phenomena. So I love you people. Feel the love. And be sure that you maximize heartfelt, sincere, loving support with your inner circle of people who deserve your dedication, loyalty, and love. And try to fix the stupid people out there. Don't punch them, but don't let them well, I have a different opinion. No, you're wrong. Well, who are you to say that I'm wrong? The open borders is bad. That's not it's not an opinion. You're wrong. What? Well, we need to control guns. No, that's not an opinion. You're wrong. We need to control criminals. Anybody want to debate me? Anywhere, anytime. I will just eat your family tree and shit toxic sawdust in your face. People who are against me are just plain wrong. All right, I love you people. This is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. Tune in every Friday night at 10 p.m. This is a Sunday. Happy Father's Day every day. Happy Mother's Day every day. Happy Independence Day every day. Happy Thanksgiving every day. Happy Veterans Day every day. Happy Labor Day every day, only if you labor. If you sit on your fat ass and take other people's tax dollars, you are just a rotten, soulless lump of shit. How you doing? All right. I'm going to go kiss Happy Sadie and Coco and shoot my bow and arrow and cleanse my soul. And when I shoot my bow and arrow, perfect. There's no Nancy Pelosi, and there's no fumbling, stumbling, child-molesting, sexual deviant, treasonous piece of shit named Joe Biden. Whenever I shoot my bow and arrow, it cleanses my soul. Cleanse your soul